Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am building a Christmas family home, which I am so excited to share with you guys. I think it turned out so adorable, and I did build the entire thing in the snow, but I did go through and check to make sure some terrain paint and like the roof color and stuff matched, and some of those things that you can't really see that well when you're building in the snow. But I really wanted to build something that was completely Christmassy, like completely decked out on the exterior. And here, once I get the exterior complete, I do have a sim go through and add Christmas lights to the exterior, and it looks so pretty. I do have my sim self actually down there. I think she's building a snowman right now. Maybe she's doing a snow angel. I can't remember, but I kind of moved her around throughout the build to kind of do some of the snowy interactions, and I thought they were adorable. But yeah, you can see her there building a snowman. She's not very good at building snowmen. I was trying to have her build some for the front yard for screenshots, and they were all like these floppy, mushy, sad looking snowmen, and I was like, why is my sim self so bad at making snowmen? Is it because she's clumsy? I did make her clumsy because I am extremely clumsy in real life, so maybe that's why. I don't know, but I thought it was kind of funny. She did get a couple good ones, so those were what you'll see in the screenshots on the exterior. And I just think this house turns out so pretty, and for once it wasn't inspired by a house on Pinterest, because I always look at Pinterest. I've looked at Google Images like a couple of times, and I've mentioned how I want to start looking at real estate websites because I think that'll be really good, especially when you're like trying to portray like an accurate home from a particular area. I think that's a really good idea, but I haven't done that yet. But this house actually came from an app that I play on my phone that's I think it's called Design Home, but I play it pretty much every day when I drink my coffee in the morning anyways. And they had this adorable Christmas house, and it looked pretty much just like this, and I thought it was just adorable, so I really wanted to build it in The Sims. It's a pretty simple shape, so it did come together pretty quickly exterior wise. The bulk of this video is definitely the interior because it's is it 4 bedrooms? I think it's 4 bedrooms, and there's 2 kids' rooms and a twin toddler room. I actually decorated one of the kids' rooms, well, it was the twin toddler room, to be a kids' room first, and then I decided I wanted this household to have some toddlers and a couple more kids, so I decided to do a twin toddler bedroom. That way they have 4 kids in total, and then I imagine 2 parents. So yeah, 6 Sims. I think that's a pretty good size household. I would have fit 8 if it would have been a little bit bigger, but honestly you could fit 8 in here if you would like to, because that room that's on the left side of the building is going to be like an office crafting type room, and that's where the family computer is and those kinds of things. But you could definitely turn that into a bedroom if you would like to, or of course you could like build a basement and expand the house as big as you want, because yeah, you can add a lot of rooms in basements. But I didn't add one, but the exterior shape has pretty much came together. And now something that I did, I actually used those window boxes without flowers in them. I think they either came with Get Together or their base game. I can't exactly remember, but those white ones, I put those on the window, and then I actually sized down some hedges and put those in there because, as you guys know, or probably you know because I complain about them a lot, the actual flower boxes that you stick on the windows, they will get covered in snow if they are like out in the open and there's no eave or anything covering them at all, but they actually don't change color. They're still like really vibrant, and yeah, I don't know. I really wanted them to look like they've changed with the seasons. So the actual plants change with the seasons. So that's why I decided to do that. And then here I just kind of tried to pick flowers and plants that I think would go good together. It kind of takes me a little while to get it figured out, but I think it looks really pretty. I especially really like the trees because I used only evergreens. Actually, there's a couple that look like they should be evergreens, but they have lost their needles or their leaves or whatever, and so I do place a couple of those. So there's some branchy trees without leaves on them, but mostly I stuck with the evergreens, and I think they look so pretty covered in the snow. And I put some rocks around, and I also did a little bit of terrain editing to make it look like the snow was a little bit deeper or piled up. Not too much though. I didn't go like heavy with the terrain editing, but I think it looks really nice. And as far as activities go, I don't think I really add anything on the exterior. I do put a couple of potted plants that you can plant flowers in. I put those on the porches, but I just put plants in them so they had something in them. But as far as like toys, and yeah, I didn't really put anything on the exterior. This is kind of a small lot for how big of a house this is, so I kind of just wanted to fill it up with trees and make it look like it's just nestled in the forest. And yeah, I just really like the way it turned out. I think it's very pretty and just really cozy. And oh, I just covered it with Christmas decorations, which I was having so much fun with because I don't think I've ever truly built like a Christmas home in The Sims. Last year I built like a Christmas park for Christmas, and then I think the year before that I did a build in Granite Falls, and it was like a Christmas getaway type build that was like a spa, I think. Was that the year before? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, I've never done just like a family home, and now that Seasons is out, we have so many wonderful decorations. Like these reindeer made out of logs are so cute. I am absolutely obsessed. I use them so many times in this build. I size them down and use them as decorations. I use them all over the place, and I thought they were just so stinking cute. It took me a little while to figure out how exactly I wanted to decorate the windows and doors, but I used this wreath that came with the holiday update. So it's not the one that came with Seasons. There's some really good ones that came with Seasons, so I used them in different spots, but I thought those ones looked the best for the front doors, or the front and back door. I felt like it was like the right size and everything, so I was really happy with that. But we also got these really cool like garlands with these bows, and they have like pine cones and bells and like all these like really cute decorations, and I put those on the windows, and I just love them so much. And we also got a mailbox with Seasons, so I picked one that wasn't overly Christmassy, so you could still use it if you didn't want to play in this house in Christmas. There is a lot of decorations to be taken down if you decide you don't want to play in this house for Christmas, but I think it will look really cute no matter where you place it. Like it fits here in the countryside of Windenburg. I think it's not really Tutory, but I think it looks nice. You could definitely place it in probably like Willow Creek or New Creston. It would probably fit in really nicely, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of Christmas decorations to be taken down, but those are the garlands that I was talking about, and I put them on so many of the windows. And then here I am adding a wreath that came with Seasons on a couple of the windows, and then I actually go through and line the kind of center part of that bit that sticks out with the garland that came with the holiday pack. I thought about using the one that came with Seasons, but it didn't quite fit. This one sized down and fit kind of nicely to be draped around there, and I just thought it was just really pretty. I just had so much fun with this, just adding so many decorations everywhere I possibly could. It was, yeah, definitely a lot of fun. And that's pretty much it for the exterior. And I did get the floor plan and like the wallpapers and flooring figured out because I was kind of struggling with the color scheme that I wanted to go for with this build, so I did cut all of that out. So hopefully that doesn't bother you guys, but I am onto the interior now, and I put a fireplace over here. That's one of the things I was kind of struggling with, is I didn't really have a great spot to put the fireplace. I think it works okay here in the end, and I do really like it. And of course, here's a Christmas tree, and this one came with Seasons. We do have one that came with the holiday pack, so if you don't have Seasons, the holiday pack is free. You can just download it from Origin, no problem. It doesn't cost anything. It does have a Christmas tree, but yeah, this one did come with Seasons. There's so many different swatches, but this one I thought was like classic Christmassy, so I wanted to use it for this build, and I just thought it was so pretty. And I used a little bit of a move objects trick to get those cards to hang from the fireplace, because we do have a fireplace that's decorated with like all the Christmas decorations. One that came with Seasons and the one that came with the holiday pack too. They're basically the same, just different colors. But this one, I don't know, I just felt like it was better. And then if you did want to play in this house when it's not Christmas, all you do is have to delete those cards, and then yeah, you have a fireplace that looks kind of normal, I guess. And then I went with these green couches because, well, the green felt Christmassy to me, so I thought they were pretty, but I also feel like the green goes really good with these brown floors. It felt so like earthy, and yeah, I just really liked the way that turned out. And here I'm adding a decoration to the coffee table, and there I sized down those reindeer, and I put some holly around and a little candle. I just thought that was so adorable. Yeah, I loved it so much. And I put tons of presents around the tree, like a bunch, probably way more than they probably ever need, but I just got a little bit crazy. I put toys around, I put cards, and I even put a train around the tree. I just went all out and was having so much fun with it. I'm so ready for Christmas. I still need to go shopping though, which is horrible. Hopefully I'll be able to get that done this weekend, because I have everybody written down that I need to buy presents for, so I don't forget, because I am traveling for Christmas, so I want to make sure I have everything before I go up there, because I am traveling back home for Christmas to my parents' house. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So I don't know how long we'll be gone. I will try to get several videos up for while I'm away. So I'll do a little bit of pre-recording. Hopefully I'll have a consistent amount of videos, but if there's any break or, a few days where there's nothing, that's because I am away for Christmas. But yeah, it should be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. I love this time of year. It's so much fun, even though I live in California, so it doesn't really feel like Christmas right now because the weather's still pretty nice. It's been kind of cloudy and rainy though, but yeah, it's not like snowy, which, I mean, I don't want it to be snowy. I hate cold weather. I hate to be cold. So I much prefer the heat. So I don't really mind. But There's actually a lot of Christmas decorations up, like in like little shopping centers and stuff, which I absolutely adore. It's so much fun. And I have a wreath on the door, but I don't think I'm really going to overly decorate for Christmas because since we're going to go away, I do have some decorations up on the mantle of the fireplace, like some nutcrackers, and I do have well, maybe I'd have more decorations than I think, because I was going to say I do have a tree, but it's just a little tree and it's on the island in the kitchen, and I have like a snowman by there. It's just so cute. Christmas is so fun. I love all the festivities. I enjoy it so much. But the living room has pretty much came together. I have rambled through it. I just got done doing a workout and I feel kind of hyper, so that's kind of funny, but I guess that's why I'm being a bit rambly, so hopefully you guys don't mind. But over here I do put a side table, and originally I put a lot of decorations up here, but I decided that it was too cluttery, so I decided just to do some of the holly, and I think I put like a candle, but I was going to put like nutcrackers, and I don't know. It looked a bit too cluttery, I felt like, over here, so I do tone it down. I think maybe I keep that flower in the center. No, actually I think I use those candles instead. So that's what I decided to do, and I think it just looks a little bit simpler and a little bit nicer that way. So I was really happy with the way that turned out, and yeah, really happy with this living room. It's so cozy and Christmassy. I just love it so much. And then a few little decorations over here by the entryway. And there is a bathroom on the other side of the staircase, but I actually don't show me decorating it because this video was quite long. I spent a very long time doing the interior decoratings in this build. So that's something I decided to skip over, but there's another bathroom upstairs that I do show. This one down here is just a smaller version of that one. So they are basically the same. And then this is going to be that home office that I was talking about. So like I mentioned, you can turn it into a bedroom if you would like to, if you would like to have more Sims, but I feel like this is a pretty full household, and I really wanted a place for the computer, and I felt like this would be the best spot to put it. And I was also kind of thinking it was like a crafting room, and I wish we had more crafts in game. And now that I think about it, I probably could have put like an art easel in here, but I decided to do a computer desk, and I think there's a bookcase and a chair and those kinds of things, but I really wanted to add these. These came with seasons, and your Sim children can do like the holiday crafts, those tables. So I really wanted to add those, and I actually put some of the crafts above them, and I just thought that was so adorable. And of course, I do add a bunch of Christmassy decorations. So here on the desk, I add a bunch of this holly, and maybe more of the reindeer. I can't exactly remember, but I really like these little lantern things with the Christmas trees on the front of them. I really like those, so I do use those several times in the build. I don't think I keep both of those on here. I do like the same decorations on both sides, and I felt like it was a little bit too matchy, so I do switch it up here in a second. But I think this office just came together so nicely. But yeah, here I am sizing down these reindeer again. They're so cute, and they raise up pretty well to the right level, so I was really happy about that. And then I think I put that high back chair here in the corner that came with, yeah, this one that came with cats and dogs. I used it in the living room in the red color, and then in this room, I used it in the green color because I felt like that was just nice and Christmassy and just really pretty. I was really happy about that. But here I am going into the debug menu to pull out some holiday crafts, and then I hang them up above here, which I thought was really nice to have their artwork on display. I thought that was really sweet. And then I also pull out some of those homemade Christmas cards, and I put them, I think, on top of the bookshelf in the corner. Yeah, these ones right here, I just raised them up and put them over here, and they weren't raising up to the right level, so I do go through and use this red shelf to get them at the right level because, yeah, I didn't want them floating. And then here I was thinking about putting something else in the corner, but I do go back in and put that green chair in the corner because it just looked a little bit better than that dollhouse I was trying to put there. At least it fit better anyways. And then here I am going back into the debug menu to add some more decorations underneath the tree. I put some more presents, and I go through and add some of these cute little books. I thought that one with the train on the front was so perfect for Christmas time. And then I go through and add some of these little things that the Sims can crack open, and there's like little presents inside. I thought that was super adorable, so I wanted to add a few of those. And then this is going to be the dining room, and I'm really happy with the way this room turned out, but something I struggled with a lot was that bay window area. I really wanted to add a bay window seat, but I couldn't get one to work, so I wasn't really happy with the way any of them look, so I don't end up keeping one, and I was kind of disappointed about that because I don't know, when I originally built that, I was planning on having one there, so it was a little bit disappointing, so you'll see me struggle with it and try different ones a bunch of different times, but I just don't end up finding one that I like. So what I end up doing is actually adding more seats to the dining table because I figured that was more important anyways, and I actually switch out these chairs too because I felt like, I don't know, these wicker ones, even though I really like them, I felt like they didn't quite work in this dining room. So what I end up doing is using the ones that came with, I think, Dine Out, but they come in this really pretty red color, and once I placed them I was like, this looks so Christmassy, so I was really happy with the way that turned out. Here I'm just trying to figure out which curtains I want to put on the windows. I kind of struggled with it a little bit. You'll see me try several different curtains, but I just end up going with these plain ones from Base Game and this nice cream color. I felt like they were just nice and neutral, so they ended up matching quite nicely. But what I really like about this dining room is the decorations on the dining table with the holly garland and the candles and the flowers and the tiny little reindeer that I sized down again. I just thought that was so pretty. And then over here I do add some more of that holly and then a couple of nutcrackers with this lamp. This lamp that came with Get Famous is my new favorite lamp. Sorry if I overuse it, but I'm probably going to because I really like it. I think it's probably like the best lamp that we have in game now. I really like it a lot. And then here I am messing with the bay window seat again. I just couldn't give up, but I thought about leaving this one. I thought this one looked the best. At least the colors were all right, but it just, I don't know, looked a bit awkward. So I just get rid of it. I even thought about putting a Christmas tree over here. I was like, maybe that'll look all right, but I don't know. In the end, I just leave it empty and put nothing there. So I was kind of, I don't know, a little bit sad about that, but there I just added more chairs to the dining table, and then I do switch them out for those red ones here soon, just adding that little china cabinet thing in the corner. But here's when I was like, okay, the chairs aren't looking quite right to me, so I go find some other ones, and then I find the red ones, and yeah, I'm really happy with those. They were the perfect red color, especially with like the browns and the greens. I loved it so much. And then here I'm decorating the china cabinet. I just put a few more little Christmas decorations up here. I was trying to avoid using the holly or the reindeer because I felt like I was overusing them, but I really liked them. So what I ended up doing is adding some more of the Christmas cards, I think a nutcracker, and then some flowers maybe. I can't exactly remember. Oh no, I used this hat decoration that was kind of fun, and then maybe, I think a plate, yeah. Oh, this item I thought was really cool that I just hung there from the ceiling or that archway. I thought that was pretty cool and I forgot about it, so I thought it was really pretty. But something that I found was a little bit difficult to decorate with in this Christmassy build was houseplants. I found myself kind of avoiding using like the regular greenery houseplants that I would use in probably excess in most builds. I found myself not really gravitating towards them or feeling like they looked exactly right. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but we are on into the kitchen now, and I loved those wreaths on the windows. I thought those were so cute. I really liked that decoration a lot, and I really liked using the tile from Parenthood. I don't think I've ever used it before in this green color, but I thought it worked perfectly for this Christmas vibe, so I used it here in the kitchen as a backsplash behind the stove, and then I used it in the bathrooms too, but I just thought it was so pretty with the greens and the browns. It worked absolutely perfect. But here I do size down that reindeer decoration again, but I wanted it to look a little bit different, so what I do is actually cover up the baby one with these books. I wanted it to look like there was a single reindeer instead of, I don't know, trying to make it look like it was a different decoration than the other ones that I've used in the house, but I really like the way that turned out with the chairs and the table, and it just looks like a nice little cozy spot, so I was really happy with that. The kitchen was kind of snug, so I do shuffle around that island a tiny bit. I was trying to make sure the Sims could walk past it, and I haven't play tested it yet, but I will make sure that they can get around everything just as they should. They shouldn't have any problems, but I will check it to make sure that it works fine before I upload it to the gallery. And last build, I did mention how I was going to include a litter box before I uploaded it to the gallery, but yeah, I didn't. I totally forgot and then remembered afterwards, so I decided not to take it down from the gallery, but I did explain in that video where you could add one really easily, so I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And this I don't end up keeping. Once I decide to change the other kids' room into a toddler bedroom, I do put 2 high chairs here, but we will see that at the end of the video. But here I'm just picking out some decorations. I think this looks nice, but high chairs were definitely necessary so the toddlers can sit there and eat. But that is pretty much it for the downstairs, and the first room that I decorate is the family bathroom, so it's pretty much the same as the downstairs one. I do copy over a lot of the items, as you can see. Hopefully that didn't make you guys too dizzy or anything, but I wanted them to look pretty similar, so it's kind of easier just to copy over items. But I think it turns out really nice. I do clutter up the counters with a few little decorations, and then here I decided to change the doors. I think I'd already changed the ones downstairs, but I forgot to do it on the bathroom door, so I did change the bathroom door one off camera though, so don't worry, I didn't forget about it. But that is pretty much it for the bathroom. It's kind of simple, but I think it looks really nice. And then this is going to be the parents' bedroom, and I really liked using this red wallpaper. It's something I never use in builds. I don't think I ever really use like a whole wall that's red, so I thought it was a lot of fun. It looked very Christmassy, especially with this bed in the green color, and they have this garland above their bed, so they're like really into Christmas. I thought that was so much fun. I really I really like that item. I think it's so cute. So I had a lot of fun with their bedroom. And then here I do a tiny little like dining table, which I thought was kind of cute. They could sit here and have some like hot chocolate or something like that and watch the snow. I thought that was pretty cute. And of course they have tons of Christmassy decorations in their room. I even decorate their like dresser with Christmas decorations. I just had so much fun with it. Something I did skip over though was the hallway landing area, the top of the stairs. I didn't think it was too necessary, so you guys may see it as we're flying around, but this video was pretty long, so that's something I did decide to cut out. But they do have a walk-in closet, and then I put a dresser over here. I thought about using this stand-up mirror and not putting a dresser because I felt like maybe having the closet was enough and that they didn't really need a dresser, but I thought one would look a little bit better, so I used this one that came with cats and dogs. And what I ended up doing was merging that mirror that came with Jungle Adventure into it. I've done it before, but they work so well together, so I'm really happy with the way this turned out, and I'm happy that I added a dresser because I really like the way the decorations turned out on top of it. I sized down this snowman and we got the holly, and I think I ended up putting a nutcracker and then some like makeup decoration or something like that, but I just think it looks so cute. I just was having so much fun with all the Christmas decorations, so I really enjoyed that. And then I do put a few decorations on the end tables, and I get rid of that little lantern that's next to the bed and I move it over to the dresser. I just felt like it looked a little bit awkward having the lamp on one side and then the lantern on the other. Sometimes I'll mix up the different decorations and not have like matching lamps on both sides, but I felt like this time it would look a little bit nicer. And then other than that, I put a tablet next to the bed and then some books and like a candle, just a few little decorations to clutter up these side tables. I thought that would look nice. And then I do hang some pictures up on the left side of the room. And I think it comes together pretty well. I'm really happy with this master bedroom. I'm really happy with the red wallpaper. It's so bold and just a lot of fun. So I think it comes together pretty nicely. That is it for the master bedroom. And then this is going to be the first kids' room that I'm decorating. And I'm so happy with the way this room turned out. I think the color scheme in it is so pretty, because I was kind of struggling matching a bay window seat with this wallpaper. So I end up moving this color into what ends up being the toddler's room, and then I switch over the blue to this room, and I just love it. It has like this soft blue color with these hints of purple, and it's just so pretty. I'm really happy with the way this room came together. It's just so much fun. And for the kids' rooms, I didn't overly decorate them for Christmas. I just add some of like the art projects to give a little bit of a Christmassy feel, but I didn't like add a bunch of like garlands and stuff. I guess I could have, but I decided not to, and I'm just really happy with the way their rooms turned out. And I really liked the color swatch on this bay window seat, and I don't think I've used it before, but I thought it was really pretty with like the hints of purple on those cushions. It just looks so comfortable. I really like that a lot. I also really like the ones that came with seasons, so I'm definitely gonna have to try to use bay window seats a lot more because I feel like I don't use them enough. There's so many swatches that I still haven't used, so I'm definitely gonna have to make an effort to do that. But over here I put a dresser and a mirror, and I put a few little decorations around, I think on top of it, and some posters. And I end up using this combination that has like the calendar. You'll see me pull it out here in just a second. This one comes in like a Christmassy swatch. It also comes in like a fall and spring or summer one. But I thought that worked nicely in here, especially with like the blue colors. It kind of reminded me of like snow or ice, and I thought it was really pretty. And then over here I do put some crafts up right above the bed, and then a few posters on the wall that I thought were fun. I thought about sizing it up because those looked a little bit small, but I decided not to. And then here I was trying to add some of these decorations in the windows, but they didn't quite work, but I think they're really cute, and I didn't really find a good spot to put them, so maybe for a different build. But that is it for this room. And then this is a little bit weird because you will notice there's another kid's room that is decorated, but like I was talking about earlier, I do go through and redecorate it for a toddler, so I didn't think it was necessary to see us decorate it twice. So it's a little bit strange, I know, but hopefully you guys don't mind. But this is going to be the second kid's bedroom, and I definitely had a lot of fun with this room, picking out different little decorations. One of my favorite things to do is use those school projects that are already made that you can access when you show the hidden objects. They look so cute as just regular like bedroom clutter, I think anyways. So I'm really happy with the way the room turned out. I kind of like the shape of it, and I really like that bed. I think it came with Parenthood, if I remember correctly. It's one of my favorite beds. I really like that comforter swatch on top of it with like the light wood. I think it's really pretty. And then I think this dresser came with Parenthood too, if I remember correctly. And then here I am finding some Christmas decorations to put in here, and I just put some cards under the window, and then I do put some like posters around, and I think that's pretty much it for this room. It's kind of simple, but I think it turned out pretty nice anyways. And oh, a bookcase. I do put a bookcase at the end of the bed because I I don't really know why. I don't think it's usable, but I think it looks cool. But we are on into the toddler's room now, so I get rid of the bed, shuffle things around, and I do think this room turns out really cute. I like how I put the beds in the corner because I was trying to add them a different way and it really wasn't working out. And I thought that this worked out pretty well, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to do this more in other toddler bedrooms, but I think it came together pretty well. They have a dresser over there, some cards, some Christmas cards underneath the window, and then I do put a bookcase in the corner. I think I don't end up keeping either of those. I was trying to use that one for my first pet stuff. I tried it in this swatch and then I tried it in that brown and green one, but I don't know, it didn't quite work for me. But here I am adding the high chairs down in the kitchen, and then I do add a couple of those like fruit pictures, those ones up above there, and I think that worked out pretty nicely. And I really like that ladybug rug here in the center. I thought that was pretty cute. And then these plaid bed covers I thought was so cozy and Christmassy, and I thought it just worked out so nicely. But this is the bookshelf that I end up using, and I thought the browns and the reds just worked really well. And then this artwork that came with my first pet stuff, I don't think I've ever used before because I don't really like it, but I liked it in here. So yeah, I was really happy to finally find a use for it because I've always wanted to use it in like family homes, but I felt like it was kind of weird to have pictures of animals up on your walls. I wish it would have came in a swatch that had like pictures of Sims instead, but it didn't, so that's just how it goes. But that is pretty much it for this build. I'm just adding a couple of toddler potties, and then we move on to the screenshots. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this build, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the